So my coach asked me a question. He said, what do you think about when you go out there on the mat? So I started thinking, I'm like, all right, where's my mind at? I'm like, okay, well, I'm afraid to lose. I'm afraid to get scored on, and I'm afraid to get tired. Like that's what I think about when I go out on the mat. And when I said that out loud and voiced that to my coach, I realized that my entire mind and mentality when I took the mat was fear-based, right? I'm afraid to lose. I'm afraid to get scored on. I'm afraid to get tired. So how am I going to compete to the best of my ability if I'm walking out there with a fearful mindset, right? A protective mindset, not really doing what I want to do. And he said, Joe, you're focusing on the uncontrollable things, right? We need to focus on the controllables. He's like, you need to trust in your training, in your coaches, in your preparation. You need to focus on having a good attitude and giving 100% effort. And when you do those things, you just do your best and you let God take care of the rest. And that idea of changing my focus from what I was afraid of happening out on the mat to my mentality, my effort, my attitude, and then training really hard in the room so I could trust in that and draw on that in those deep moments really started to open my mind and allow me to wrestle more free. And I felt that transition start to happen. And even now, it's still the same thing. When I go out onto the mat, I'm praying to God, Lord, help me focus on one position at a time. Not about the result 6 minutes down the line, but let me focus on being here and now, right? Seeing what you want me to do and being present in the moment, not thinking about that result 6 minutes later. God has the results all taken care of, right? And then I can learn from those experiences, whether it was win or loss. Lord, what do you want me to learn from this experience, right? How can this shape me more into the image of your Son? And so that's kind of how my faith has come into my wrestling career.